in ABS-CBN Broadcasting Corporation versus Commission on Election, a decision I had the honor of writing in the year 2000, our Supreme Court emphatically explained that, and I quote, when faced with borderline situation in which the freedom of a candidate or a party to speak and the freedom of the electorate to know is invoked against actions allegedly made to assure clean and free elections, this court shall lean in favor of freedom. This new ruling, recognizing public opinion polls as a species of the freedom of expression, was reiterated 1 year later in Social Weather Stations versus Commission on Elections, and was thus ensconced as an enduring judicial doctrine in the Philippines. We are especially proud of this doctrine, upholding this new right to publish polls, because our Supreme Court is one of the few world pioneers in recognizing this right to conduct public opinion polls and to publish their results. As I said earlier, safeguarding liberty is a well-established role of the judiciary. Nurturing prosperity, however, is new. Something even seasoned jurists and lawyers, not only here but abroad, may not readily understand as a judicial imperative. Recent developments convinced me, however, that to be truly responsive to society's needs, the judiciary must recognize the indispensable nexus between political liberty and economic prosperity. Some of these recent events are as follows. First, our 1987 Constitution, it's a new Constitution we have relatively, puts premium on prosperity as a veritable economic right of our people. Our fundamental law commands the state, and I quote, to promote a just and dynamic social order that will ensure the prosperity and independence of the nation and free the people from poverty, unquote. Moreover, the Constitution mandates, and I quote again, a more equitable distribution of opportunities, income, and wealth, unquote. What we need, therefore, is a responsive government to implement these economic rights and a prudent judiciary to enforce them. Second, some of the most learned minds in the world today have called attention to the abysmal gap between the haves and the have-nots. Thus, they propose ingenious solutions to economic deprivation and want. In his new book, The End of Poverty, Jeffrey Sachs holds that freedom and equality are meaningless to people who wallow in grinding poverty, debilitating disease, and inexplicable hunger. Interestingly, he opines that the amount of money being spent by the United States on the military would, and I quote him, never buy peace, if it continues to spend only around 1/30th of that sum, just 15 billions, to address the plight of the world's poorest of the poor in societies that have been destabilized by extreme poverty and that have thus become havens of unrest, violence, and even global terrorism. With the same fervor, Time Magazine's Persons of the Year 2005, the world's richest multi-billionaire couple, Bill and Melinda Gates, and rock star Bono, have come down from their fabulous nests of luxurious living to save 700,000 lives through vaccinations and public health care. Said Time Magazine, and I quote, "The Gateses, having built the world's biggest charity with a $29 billion endowment, which is an amount equal to what the World Health Organization disburses. Spent the year 2005 giving more money away faster than anyone ever has, including nearly $500 million for the grand challenges in which they asked the very best brains in the world